Oops, what did I do? There we go. Okay. Okay, welcome back, everybody. It is Friday. Uh-oh. There we go. Did I screw everything up? Ooh. Well, that's not good. Hold on a second. There we go. Okay. Okay, we got everything set up. It is time to draw some rugbies. Elvin here. Hello, Burning. Hello, hello. Happy Friday. Welcome in, everybody. Everybody's having a wonderful, wonderful Friday. I've lost the Discord. There we go. We're in the voice channel chat. We're on the YouTubes. I got a pen in my hand. Let's draw some rugbies. Hope everybody had a fine week. We have a bunch of suggestions today, so I'm excited to get into it. But yeah, stormy and rainy and cold yesterday. Looks a little sunnier today. Hopefully my peas will grow in the garden. Gotta get them sugar snap peas. I like how my argument was they're too expensive to buy at the store, so I'm going to spend more money growing them myself. You know what it is. Adam, hello, hello. Jolene, welcome in. How is everybody doing today? Ooh, this is a chunky rugby here. It's a good thing we're doing a warm-up. That's the important part. I have to retrain my hand to draw the things I want to draw. We're gonna go really giant snoot rugby today. Let's see. When is Easter? Is that April?
Yes.
Okay. Boris, welcome in. We just had St. Patty's Day last week, right? A little while ago.
Yes, it was last Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. Okay, we didn't have a stream on there. I was like, I don't remember streaming on St. Patty's Day. Maybe we did. I think I did. It doesn't really matter. What's the haps? How's everybody doing?
Alright. It became a code ranch.
Did you say you're drinking a cup of Old Ranch?
No, I said it became a old and rainy day here.
Okay.
Clean out your ears.
Yep. Yep. I haven't drawn a tall Danny Elfman rugby in a while, so I'm gonna do that today. Just darker eyes. All right. I know some people were playing D&D yesterday. Hope your games went well. I was over in the Indestructiboy, yeah, their channel, or a little earlier. Making some cool stuff. Excited for them to actually come up with some new game styles. I guess you were saying you wanted to play more D&D, right?
Yeah.
What an interesting point in time when D&D could move on, or people are finding new games. Look at the hiccups. Finding new games. There we go. Or retiring their 5e.
Yeah. For me, I never really got to play a lot of it, so it's just I would like to have the chance to play more.
That was kind of me in 3.5. Like I read a lot of the books, but I just never actually got to play it. I think I played it like twice ever. before
Same
all
with
my
me
friends moved
with
on.
4th edition was like my friend who had a lot of the books. I would borrow them, look over them, and I was like, I want to try playing this, but no one ever wanted to play. So
Yeah, something interesting I found with like my friends and I used to make games all the time. Like we just made board games. We made like our own little variants of Dungeons and Dragons, but like really what it is like just jump in and play it. Like if you don't have to have a full huge campaign. And so even if you have like 2 or 3 people, I've played D&D with one other person before. Like it's a little strange, but it's not terrible because you get to tell a story, you get to try out a character, you get to fight goblins. So I do think there's a little bit of a stigmatism of, oh, we need a whole group of people and we need a big event to spend a whole day. It's like, yeah, if you're hanging out with somebody, play D&D. Try it out. Be fun.
excuse me.
Hold tight to your buns. If buns do, you hold dear. If buns do, you hold dear. Hashi Brown, that's a strange sentence. Not sure how to take that sentence. I feel like this character needs like a neck scarf thing, a neckerchief. There we go. That's a Danny Elfman rugby right there.
A bandana.
Yep. Make him a little scrufflier. Maybe a little more darkened around the eyes, a little more sunken eyes. Ugh. I'm a poor orphaned rich child. That feels very Danny Elfman. I like it. All right. So today we're doing the viewer suggestion for those of you who are new. Just jumping in. I have a big list of things that have been suggested throughout the week. If you've suggested something earlier in the week to the community post or during this live stream, that will be up on the list already. If you have a suggestion now that is not on the list, please let me know, and I will add it. We're going to roll some dice. We're going to draw some stuff. Let's get into it. I think that's a good place to start. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Let's get this going. We have 17 suggestions, so quite a few. We'll see what we can get through today. 11. An easygoing, aloof cow. Oh, wait. Hold on. It says aloof cow, ancestral guardian, barbarian, life domain cleric. Who serves as a guard for her own employer's burgeoning? I don't know that word. burgeoning.
Don't know the word burgeoning?
Is that like budding? Like growing?
Kind of, yeah. Growing.
Okay. I think maybe me reading it broke my brain. I did not know that. I think I've been saying it wrong my whole life. Burgeoning. Is that not? Weird.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright, burgeoning mango farm. So is it a cow or is it a cow ancestor? Easygoing
I think
aloof.
they're trying to say furbog.
Yeah, it sounds like a furbolg barbarian cleric. We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. That was a very big descriptive sentence. So we'll go with it. So what's new? How's life? How are things going for everybody? things are going well. Anytime there's a cow or fur bulk, we gotta get big shoulders. Is that messaging on the music? This is a strange station we're listening to. It's very chill though, so I'm okay with it. Cowman! We're watching while on lunch break at work. Nice.
They could be meaning Minotaur, but I figured they would just type Minotaur.
Yeah. I want to say budgeting, but that's not right either. Burgeoning.
No.
It definitely sounds right when you say it. So I guess that's the thing. Like trying to read it does not. It doesn't compute in my head.
Sorry. Yeah, I mean, it is a weird word. Means to beginning to grow or increase rapidly.
Hmm.
It's an adjective.
Weird. Context means things, I guess.
Yep.
Okay, it's a lemon grab joke. I get you, Hash Brown. That makes sense.
Another word similar to it would be flourishing.
Flourishing is the word that I think I would normally use.
Yeah. I think the issue I have with it is it looks too much like bludgeoning.
Yeah. Visatar, Cowfolk, and Minotaur. Oh, there you go. I think I've made this like I made him demonic instead of cow.
He kind of almost looks like a llama-su.
Yeah. That's not how cow horns work.
You're from a ranch.
I mean, I'm farm adjacent. my growing up was farm adjacent more than anything else. Have I been chased by a cow? Yes. Have I been kicked by a cow? No. So, you know, I don't have the clout. Have I almost been eaten by pigs? No, that's possible. There's an argument to be made. Have I almost been eaten by badgers? There's more of an argument to be made. All of these things are true. I think in my brain, I always thought of the word. I'm still hung up on this word because it was breaking my heart.
Oh my God.
It's hurting my head. No, like trying to read it out. I always thought the root of it was like budding, like it's a budding, growing business. So I thought it was like budgeting. I think that's where my head is, because then when I read it, I'm like, yeah, it looks like bludgeoning or like bougie, and it's just like, what? That's not where that word roots from, but apparently it is. So, burgeoning. I learned something. I'm today days old. Did you say granted? Granite? It's granted.
There's you some cow horns.
Oh, I did them way weird.
I was like, still pretty demonic looking.
Yeah. My girl's been speared through the thigh by a buffalo horn. Well, it was still attached to the angry man. Does that count? Yeah. I mean, that's ranch. That's ranch life right there. You can't argue with that.
Never had cows. We had one pig once, and my brother locked me in the barn with it while he let it loose.
Yeah, see? It's close. Did it try to eat you?
I don't know. I screamed and cried, and I think I blacked out.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right.
I just remember pounding on the barn door and then nothing. I've been chased by a rooster, so that's
Yeah.
something.
That's normal. Roosters, ducks.
No ducks.
She still has the leg. Both of her and the buffalo survived. Sorry, I chuckled there. I guess I didn't anticipate that the... I've known a few people that have been gored, and they all have survived. But I'm sure there has been somebody who's not had a good experience with that. But it's one of her favorite stories. One of my uncles got his collarbone kicked out by a horse, so, you know, it's rough. It's rough stuff.
I mean, there's people who kind of do that for fun, so...
Yeah, I've had a couple...
Running of the bulls.
Oh, that's true, yeah. I was thinking more like rodeo stuff. Like a lot of my cousins did rodeo. And they all have like, oh, I broke this, I snapped that, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just not gonna do that. Just not gonna do it.
I would consider running with the bulls in Spain also a rodeo thing.
Yeah.
Even though it really isn't. It's
They're
just
similar.
like rodeo adjacent.
Like the collarbone came out of his body. Are they in the same cult? I don't think so. But maybe. If you consider being a farrier a cult. No, I think the horse just kicked him and it basically shattered his collarbone, so they had to take it out.
See, every time you say that, I think of a furrier, meaning someone who deals with furs.
Ooh, interesting.
But you say it farrier.
Farrier.
So like, it's probably something different.
Essentially, like Ferris, like iron. You're a blacksmith, but you're a horse. You make horseshoes as a farrier.
I would just call them a blacksmith.
But he's not a blacksmith. He only does horseshoes.
All blacksmiths did horseshoes.
Well, but no, that's the correct term, is a farrier.
Big animal like those. Big hurt.
Mad ball of fur, just like the geese. Yep. Oh yeah. No, I remember being at my grandfather's house and like, hey, there's a bear, and he'd just be like, well, everyone be careful. But then when he's someone would come in the house and be like, hey, we found a bunch of found a badger hole, and that was just like everyone in the house. He'd like grab a gun and go marching outside. Like, badgers are scary. You got to be careful about that stuff. The big animals, you can usually like know where they are and just avoid them. But the tiny ones are scary.
And depending on said big animal, you could probably just scare it off.
Yeah. Yeah, the bears, like, I think they said only one time did a bear ever come near the house. But yeah, those badgers, they're just like, I live here now. Don't come near my hole.
They were there first. The humans just pay rent on badger land. very strong were cow vibes.
I kind of went Furbolg and then leaned real hard into the horns. Thinking about the barbarian aspect of it, and just like, I don't know.
Arguably the most tanky of barbarians, the Ancestral Guardian.
Yeah. I like the Ancestral Guardian. I think it's a really neat subclass. Gives you lots of like team defense, which I'm a big fan of in when you play a tank. Because like there's a few kinds of tanks, one of which is just like you're basically just a melee. Like the barbarians are usually just like right up in the face, and that's how you tank. But like, yeah, the guardians are cool because you're like, I'm gonna give you some armor. I'm gonna stand here. I'm gonna try to prevent this guy from moving. Like those are all really cool.
Yeah, they're more like traditional tank of someone who kind of crowd controls.
Yeah.
A group.
Then there's the other one with the superiority dice, which can do some of those things, but still a little different. So, big fan of the Ancestral Guardian. I'm still a little saddened by like unarmored defense. I think it's an interesting concept, but I really think barbarians should just have like damage reduction flat, and then armor still be a component of their build.
Oh, they still get damage reduction.
Yeah, when they rage. But I'm just saying, like, yeah. the problem with like when you're a fighter, it's like you almost always want to have plate mail, right? Like it's just like I can wear it, I'm gonna wear it. And so when you're playing a barbarian, it's the same thing. But like I have unarmored defense, I just don't want armor. I never want armor. And it's like, okay, like I kind of get that, but I really think that there should be a middle ground there of like really gaining benefits for wearing specific types of armor for both classes, but in both cases, like there's no reason to hit there's no reason not to hit the extremes, unless you're like a dex-based fighter, in which case you're not really a tank anyway, so it doesn't matter. But
so I did just realize this because I looked it up. With barbarians armor defense, you can use a shield and still gain the benefit, so that's nice.
Yeah, I think monks can too. They just don't inherently have the shield proficiency.
Yeah, monks don't.
Yeah, and then
which makes sense.
Right. Yeah, and so because like they're just open palm most of the time, anyways, except when you have like a bow staff or something.
Yeah,
I like it. I think Kled from League. I don't know Kled.
Kled?
Yeah.
You don't know Kled?
I don't know Kled. He must be after my time.
He's not super new. He's like past 5 years.
I mean, it's been a while. I think Tom Kench was the person that came out right when I uninstalled the game. Because I was like, oh, this guy's cool, maybe. And then I watched it and I was like, nope. And I just uninstalled it.
So Kled is a Yordle who rides like a frilled lizard ostrich, I think.
Okay, yeah, I've not seen this character.
And he's like Yosemite Sam. He literally sounds like Yosemite Sam.
That's funny.
He actually curses a lot.
Interesting.
And yeah, he's pretty comical. He is the personification of get off my yard.
Gotcha. Get off my lizard. I put some mangoes on him. Funny. I think I vaguely remember seeing something about that, probably on like a Summoner Showcase or something. But I did not play the game when he came out. That's adorable.
Yep, that is Scarl. I think his story was he was part of like the Noxian military.
Oh, probably. All right.
Just like then turned on them.
The 3 Dragonborn Astral Self Monk, who used to be a gladiator.
dragonborn with multiple arms.
Yeah.
Ooh, that thing needed nerfed badly when it first came out in Unearthed Arcana. I was like, oh boy,
Yeah.
this is a lot. That's a lot of damage. What? Not so much like a lot of damage. It was just a lot of attacks that all added up to a lot of damage.
I really like the concept.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's still very good. It's just they toned down that aspect of it. It's like,
Sure.
hard.
I got my little puppets made. I'm gonna try to make some shorts this afternoon. See how that goes. Dragonborn stand user JoJo. Maybe. I can't tell if I'm slowly being worn down to watch JoJo or if I'm becoming more
Intrigued.
more tempered to never watch it.
You just have like a visceral reaction every time someone mentions JoJo.
Yeah, that's what it's like. I feel like I'm wearing down to the idea of it, but I also still just don't want to get into it. There was something else I wanted to watch that I thought was interesting that I had not thought about watching before. Official verdict: G Fuel is gross. With the Mega Man themed blue bomber slushy flavor is, well, that doesn't surprise me. You can only see so many memes before you go either way. Yeah. I used to drink something called Full Blown Extreme. That was my like pre-workout drink. It was basically like 80% cherry flavored, just garbage. Like it tasted like sugar-free Jello, and then like 2% just powdered death. It never mixed in right. And then the rest was like protein shake. So that was awful. But man, I'm pretty sure it was mostly just caffeine.
Yeah, if I want something that's like super caffeinated and sugar, I'm just gonna go for a Mountain Dew.
Man, it's so bad for you though.
So is G Fuel and all the other stuff.
I don't disagree with you. I
Each
can't
one's
drink
more appetizing.
I can't drink Mountain Dew anymore. I mean, I can't now either. Again, I haven't been able to drink Mountain Dew for like 5 years. Anytime I have Mountain Dew, it's just like instant heartburn. It's so strange.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I feel like they've made it more sweeter because I had one and just felt like from a bottle and just felt like syrup that's been just ever so slightly watered down. And just like, no, thank you. Sorry, Hashy Brown, didn't mean to belittle your taste in drinks things.
I mean, no, Hash Brown said that it was gross. G Fuel is gross, so. This drinks are bad for you. Is currently drinking a Rockstar. Yep.
No, I don't do like energy drinks. So I guess Mountain Dew technically might as well be considered an energy drink for the amount of sugar in it.
Yeah. We've talked about kind of working in a kitchen and what that does to you. Most people that work in kitchens have some kind of vice or substance abuse problem of some kind. And mine was caffeine. Mine was definitely caffeine. Because when I started working in kitchens, I drank only water. Like growing up, I didn't really like caffeine. I just didn't like it. I didn't like what it did to me. And so I would drink Sprite, but that was about it. And then as I got older, I started working out and started drinking those supplements. And then that was like, I started drinking like Pepsi and Coke and stuff. But when I started working at the restaurant, it slowly became like, I need something to drink. Okay, I'll just grab a soda because I'm here and they're free. And then it became, after that, it was like, I need something more. And I'd go and buy an energy drink to bring to work because I was going to work for like 14 hours straight. And then that just became 2 energy drinks a night. And then it became like, oh, they have Red Bull on tap. And then I pulled that back to just like Rookzer0 recoveries were pretty good. That's what I was drinking for a long time. Because they were just like tea with caffeine in them and like whatever the hell else they put in those. But apparently my body just can't handle caffeine anymore. So I probably could start drinking them again, but I'm just not gonna. No, it's not worth going blind again for another who knows how long. No, it's funny. Like, I literally stressed myself into blindness. I was trying to talk to the doctor about that. I was like, what the hell caused this? Like, I wasn't doing anything. And he's like, yes, you were. You were doing nothing. Hopped up on caffeine and like with a blood pressure that was high enough to send you to the hospital. I was like, okay, fair. So
You're doing all the things wrong.
yeah. You were living life poorly, my friend. Living life poorly. But no, yeah. Apparently caffeine drinks can raise your blood pressure by about 10 points. So if you already have high blood pressure, that's a bad thing. It's a very bad thing.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh my, I'm not supposed to get pudding in it. Yep.
Yeah, that's why I hate energy drinks so much. They don't make me feel good. It's like my heart rate is up, and I don't like that feeling.
Yeah, man. Like I said, substance abuse. When I was in the kitchen, like that high of just like cracked out on something and having to work and run felt pretty good. Like it felt pretty good. And it's probably the same kick I got from like when I was working out, because like you go there and then you just basically work yourself to exhaustion, and then you go home and you crash
and burn.
Yep.
I think my toxic drink of choice would probably be Pepsi and Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper's pretty good. I have a friend who drinks like 2 Dr. Peppers a day, and he is in great health, and it makes me jealous. I'm not going to pussyfoot around. It makes me jealous.
2 cans or like 2 bottles?
Like 2 bottles. Not like 2-liter bottles, but like he drinks like 2 liters of Pepsi or Dr. Pepper a day. He was getting chunky for a while, so he cut back. But like,
okay.
No, he's got perfect genes to be able to drink Dr. Pepper nonstop.
Because I was like, do you mean like 2 cans? Because that ain't much. That's like equivalent of like a little bottle, 8-ounce bottle.
Yeah. I was talking to my friend yesterday about like how much salt I have to cut out of my diet now, and everything else I have to cut out of it. And he's been trying to do that just to be healthier. And so he's like, oh, I don't feel bad for you for having to do these things. I'm like, well, that's not what I was saying. I was just surprised at like how much salt is in everything, right? I wasn't trying to be like, sorry, you guys don't need to know that part of the story. The story was that I was talking about it, and I was just, we started talking about how surprising it is, like how much sugar is in a Coke, how much salt is in a hamburger bun, how much salt is in a tortilla shell. Like, it's scary how fast all those things can add up. And when you're drinking things like energy drinks and like taking supplements and vitamins and stuff, like I think part of the problem I was having was those energy drinks have like B12 in them. Like that's great. That's normal. That's fine. Unless your, blood pressure is so high that your body can't filter it out, and then you start stacking it. All of a sudden, you have way too much vitamin A in your body, which normally totally fine, unless you can't flush it because you're too overhydrated, or you have too much salt in your body and you can't actually flush your system. So it's weird how those things can make things happen.
Drink that water.
Well, yeah, I mean that was my problem. I think is I had so much salt in my body that when I drank water, it actually tried to retain the water to desalinate my body. So I could drink a shit ton of water, but then my body's like, we need to hold on to this salt now because there's too much, and it's just like it's constantly confused and made me like bloated and high blood pressure and stuff. So it's weird.
Cannot maintain equilibrium.
Yep, can't figure out what's going on. One of my friends had a heart attack from too much caffeine. He was down in 6 Mountain Dews a day on top of energy drinks. So he had a hard quit too. Yeah, he's better now, but he was doing hours like you do too. Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. Like kitchen staff just it burns up your body, and like not like working on an oil rig burns up your body because that like breaks down your muscles. Working in the kitchen is just like it's all cardio and sweat and heat and bad substances. It's like and grease, yeah.
I did catering in high school for dinners at the high school, and it was nowhere intense as working at a restaurant, but it was just quick spurts of just like rushed activity, and it's just like, oh my god, I'm so drained.
Yep.
Not going home until like 1 in the morning because of so many dishes to wash.
Yep, I've done dish pits real hard on you too.
Yeah.
Beats up your joints. Soaked in water all the time.
Up and just went to the kitchen and just used the industrial power washer on the plates.
Oh yeah, I would definitely do that. You wash them all by hand?
There were like 2 dinners where we did.
Mm.
I think it's because we didn't have a key to the kitchen at the time.
Yeah,
because they were always after hours stuff.
My last boss had a heart attack, and that should have been a big wake up call for me. Which I mean, it was. It was one of the reasons I quit. Because the owner was trying to blame me for it. Like, you guys need to work harder. It's like, you need to go fuck yourself. But it's all there. You know, stress, bad eating, beating up your body, too much caffeine. Wears you out. I'm honestly terrified to try caffeine. I really love energy drinks now. I mean, I just like having that like kind of fruity pop and then a little bit of caffeine. But yeah, I'm not gonna. We'll see.
They smell so good.
They do.
And it's like, oh, but then I'll taste them. It's like, I hate this bitterness.
See, I think I'm a bitter guy because like I like the toothpaste orange juice thing. That kind of like medicinal burn bitter thing. Yeah. I dig that. So yeah, there's like Red Bull. Red Bull is really nice, but I don't like what it does to me. Like I know that for a fact. Like Red Bull does just make me feel like I'm strung out.
Yeah, so for me, I like bitterness. That's why I like Pepsi, because Pepsi's a bit more bitter than Coke.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of like profile, I like that. But like I tried Red Bull and Monster, and it's just like, I don't know, it's very chemical. The caffeine they put in it, just seems very bitter. I'm just like,
yeah.
It reminds me when I tried drink ginseng tea, and it's like, nope.
I assume it's because it's like it's added like chemical grade caffeine versus something from the ingredients. You know, it's not cooked quite the same. A lot of people I know work themselves too much. He says is not being able to remember the last time he hasn't worked overtime. Yeah, Burning. I hope you're taking care of yourself. I really do.
Hello, Burning.
Gotta. Oh, welcome in. Hello.
I am. I do have this weekend off. So
nice.
actually taking a few days
I will be busy tonight and tomorrow, but if you want to play some Final Fantasy, let me know.
Are you not able to play Pathfinder tomorrow?
Oh, we were talking about that. We're not sure yet. Like, if
Okay.
I do play Pathfinder tomorrow, it will make me have to rush. So you either we'd have to end early, or I probably just shouldn't play.
Okay.
But maybe we can jump in and then just bounce early. I'm not sure.
Well,
We'll talk it out.
if I remember correctly, it's gonna be like the college thing, the mage college stuff. So.
Oh. You guys can just bring Okar and have him just be judgy.
Or we might just do a different one. We might do the wolf one or something. And just... Because I know Druid wanted that for like a jump ropes character.
Ah.
So we might hold off on that particular one and do something else.
Yeah, no rush. We'll figure it out. I'm afraid we're going to stay up really late tonight, and then Lars is coming into town, so I'm going to go make food for them and hang out for a bit. I quit anti-bitter? I'm quite anti-bitter. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. I was that weird kid that hated chocolate as a kid, and now I love dark chocolate. So
I was gonna ask what kind of chocolate you
hated. Like candy bars. I was not a candy bar kid. Rolos? I loved Rolos, but because they were full of caramel.
Good caramel.
Yeah. I was a caramel kid. I was a Sour Patch Kid.
Even though it's kind of paying for air, I really love candy bars with nougat in them.
Did you just say it's kind of paying for air?
Yes, because nougat is just air and sugar and eggs.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I have never heard that term. That makes total sense, though. you're just paying for the air because it's fluffy. Got it.
Yeah, like Three Musketeers bar is really you're paying for a bit of chocolate and some air.
Sure.
Because it's just whipped up egg whites and sugar.
Bambi, hello, welcome in. I should make an Astral Self Monk. I was very disappointed with the Soul Knife Rogue. I really wanted that to be something different than it was. I have a place in my heart for salted nut rolls. And paydays. Because that was the candy bar that my dad would get whenever we went somewhere. So if we went on a road trip, he would just grab some of those from a gas station or wherever before we left. Or if we went boating, we used to go water skiing from time to time with my extended family. That was fun.
The way you describe salted nut roll to me reminds me of a pecan log, which I don't think is a thing out west.
Probably not, yeah. But it sounds the same. It really is just either nougat or caramel covered in peanuts. That's all it is. Very simple.
I know what a payday is. It's just the caramel and peanuts.
I haven't had a payday in a while.
Oh, they're so good. Yeah, no, that became my thing at the restaurant. If I knew I had to work a really long shift, or it was Mother's Day or something, it's we're gonna get our asses handed to us today. I would grab 2 or 3 of those and a few energy drinks and go to work and just just lose my goddamn mind.
I also remember liking Zero bars. They were kind of weird though.
I don't know what those are. Zero bars. Oh no, I remember those. They were similar. Let's see. What do we roll here? An Aasimar Hobgoblin Magus. Interesting.
That is totally a second edition Pathfinder character.
Okay. I feel like I haven't drawn anybody facing this way in a while. Soul Knife is one fantasy RPG class I almost never disappointed by. It's very thematically consistent and well designed. Hmm? I really just wanted it to be the ninja, and it's not.
Yeah, no. You went in expecting something different than what it was.
Yeah.
Got disappointed.
Because you can throw the soul knives. Like I was like, cool, okay, that will make me able to do stuff like throw shurikens and stuff like you can with the ninja in Pathfinder. And it's not. It's like there's no benefit to throwing it over just attacking with it. And when you attack with it, there's no reason to have that versus a dagger. Like they feel it's a little more it's interesting, thematically interesting, because you have this basically concealed weapon, but at the end of the day, it didn't feel like it really did. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it didn't feel like it was anything more than a rogue.
With them.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Not a bad class. Don't get me wrong. Just not what I wanted. Don't get it twisted.
Like we said, you were going in expecting one thing and getting something different.
Yeah.
This is not ninja. It's like,
so I tried to make Shiva a soul knife. To make her a juggler, a rogue juggler. But it turned out, I think Bard worked better for her.
yeah, the College of Swords Bard would probably be
Yep. It was more up what I
better
wanted.
fit for that type of character. With all their different flourishes and stuff.
Yep. Worked out pretty good. I want to do something weird with this Hobgoblin's beard. Shadow Monk is more ninja than Soul Knife Rogue. Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, like cartoon ninja type of ninjas.
Mm-hmm. I mean, with all the hate for Naruto when it came out, like, it's got a very flavorful ninja. So I'm a big fan of the Shadow Clone ninja style. Okay, ASMR. Curly hair? Yeah, I want to make this like really floofy, I think is what I want to do.
Could give him a halo of eyes.
A halo of eyes. Yeah. Just Del Toro this up.
Yeah, like the Will of Oz.
Somebody send me some Del Toro stuff. And I'll incorporate some of it. What's new, Burning?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just working, recovering from being sick.
Well.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go full beard. There's an artist on Twitch, Casey? Can't remember. She does comics that I read before I found out she was on Twitch. When she's on Twitch, she'll people can give bits to put googly eyes. She'll just stick them to her face. It's really funny.
Nice.
For multi-attacker, I enjoyed Echo Knight because there's a Shadow Clone idea to it. Yeah, I really like the Shadow Clone idea for the Echo Knight. And I really do think like I like that concept for ninja. The Pathfinder ninja has he can summon shadow clones, which basically just uses the mirror image spell, but like that's perfect. It works really well. Which is really fun.
He's just some Del Toro angels.
Yeah, I like it. Sorry, Bernie. I think I interrupted you there. I didn't mean to.
It's alright. I was just saying I've been meaning to get back into streaming for a while.
Hey man, whatever pace you're at.
Yeah, it just feels like there's a lot going on.
I think that's totally fair. I definitely pushed myself a little too hard. To get things up and going, but it's a weird time. It's a weird time for streaming right now. Twitch is kind of taking a poop. YouTube's trying a whole bunch of stuff. Shorts seems to be like the productive thing, so I might have to try that a little more. Yeah, we're going Del Toro for surezies. I like the idea of the wings too. That could be really cool. Definitely take your time. Take your time and figure out when you can do it.
Yeah, it's also weird because I feel like, at least I know I got into streaming right, like toward the beginning of the pandemic and lockdown and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So there were a lot more people on.
Yeah. Yeah, Twitch is definitely, it feels really barren right now. Skittle is still going strong. There's a handful of people that are doing it full time. But a lot of people I know that were kind of consistent streamers have like gone back to their jobs, have gone back to the full-time work. And so it's kind of a bummer, but you know, that's all right. You got to do what you got to do, which is what's best and right for you. And I think that's totally legit. So I've also discovered like I kind of like the idea of just streaming in Discord once or twice a week. It's way more chill. I don't have to worry about like the Twitch reward systems. So if people want to do that in Discord, like I'm down. I'm down to just hang out with people in Discord. And the Discord is free for people to do that as well, if they want to just stream and hang out. But yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why I gave him a big fro here, but I did. I'm gonna go with it.
I mean, it seems reminiscent of Del Toro Angels. At least that Angel of Death.
Spoilers. This is a really good movie.
Or like a 10-year-old movie.
Oh. Never mind. Disregard. Disregard my ineptitude.
It's fine. I think it may not be that old, but
There's an Angel of Death in Pinocchio that I thought that was, but that's the Blue Fairy. So I mixed them up.
Yeah, no, you're looking. It's older than that. It's a 15-year-old movie.
oh, okay. Yeah, the Angel of Death one is from the
Hellboy.
yeah
Or-
Golden Army.
Is that the Hellboy one? Because which is the one from Pan's Labyrinth? Is there something besides the goat man in Pan's Labyrinth? I thought there was. I thought there was an angel.
There's the Pale Man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who looks like my senator?
What?
He looks like my senator.
Oh, I thought my ears are broken today.
I mean, I did mumble it.
I thought you said he fucked my senator, and I was like, what? Oh, that's not Andy Serkis. Who's the guy that does all of Del Toro's puppet work?
He uses Doug Jones a lot.
Doug Jones, yeah.
Every fish man is Doug Jones.
Love Doug Jones. He's great. I was like, how dare you besmirch Doug Jones? Wouldn't have anything to do with that filthy senator of yours. I don't know who your senator is, to be honest. No, I'm not talking about politics. Dang it. Okay, I got an idea.
Spoiler.
What? Still making fun of me?
No,
Oh, okay.
A little bit.
actually no.
Go watch the Pinocchio movie. It's great. It's very sad.
That is one
Isn't
of
it-
the
no.
to watch.
It's on Netflix, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Netflix movie.
I just saw John Wick last night. The new one.
God, I don't think I've ever seen a John Wick movie, and like, I love everything about that. Like, Keanu Reeves, Gung Fu. It's great.
I definitely watched. I guess, is this the fourth one that came out or the third one?
It's the fourth one.
Okay, I've definitely seen the third one. Because the third one has Morticia Adams in it.
Oh. I initially didn't like the new Wednesday series, but the more I sit with it, the more I enjoyed it. I did really enjoy that series. It's good. Wow, 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 wow. Behold, child. I really do think, like, if we are in a simulation, the angels, the biblically accurate angels, was just like beta testing jank. It's like, all right, load in the angels. We need to give them the file corrupted. Blah, 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 blah. Makes perfect sense to me. But also, it could just be our. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, it didn't convert from the previous version.
Yep. That, or like someone tried to load in like all of the language preferences. They're like, okay, we'll load a different instance for each different language that people might speak, and then they just load all of them at the same time. So it's like 15 different copies of the same, trying to same instance NPC, blah, 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 just overlapping itself.
I mean, I love when they do that for like otherworldly characters. They'll like layer voices over top each other, and it's like, it's so good.
Yeah, because even if it's not, we're in a simulation, it's just our brain can't process what it's actually seeing, which I think is, I really like that as a concept for like higher beings or outer plane creatures. It's just like, it's not that like, oh, it drives you insane. It's like, no, your brain just can't. Your brain just can't.
Not process.
Just doesn't do it. Dresden did a really funny thing where he tried to the Dresden books has a basically wizards can't open their third eye to like see. It's like true sight, basically. You can open it up, but you use true sight to see things as they are. And he tries to do that to an angel, and the angel basically just like slaps his eye closed. He's like, don't do that. That's a very bad idea. Don't do that. He's like, oh, okay. I always thought that was really funny. I guess they did that in what was it in
Dogma.
Did they do that in Dogma?
I feel like there was something similar to it. Like in Dogma.
So they did that. Man, I haven't seen that movie in so long. Sam and Dean.
And Supernatural.
Supernatural, yeah. One of the early seasons, they did like a seance and they thought they were chasing a demon, but they were talking to an angel. And the lady's like, I don't care. You show yourself to me right now. And it like burned her eyeballs out. And I was just like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
Like, don't do that. So I like that kind of like, that's Eldritch things to me. I very much like that kind of overpowering, non-comprehensible stuff. It's just like, yeah, it just breaks your brain. Just turns everything off.
Yeah, I remember watching it once, and there was like an angel, and it was pretty neat. He was like a lightning angel.
Interesting. That show, I got to like season 6 or 7, and then I just couldn't. I'm like, I can't keep going. I can't keep going with this. So, quote from Dogma: "If you hear the voice of God, your heart would burst out of your chest and your head would explode. We went through 5 atoms before we figured that out." Okay. I like that. That's funny.
Probably what I was thinking of.
Oh, Supernatural was a show that should have ended in season 5.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
It just had too big of a fan base for them to let it go.
Yep. What if the whole what if the whole show is fan service? I like it. Let's do that.
I mean,
Sam and Dean go to the beach.
even though they're brothers.
I mean, the internet nowadays is probably why, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, they were brothers from day one, but that didn't stop the internet. They even made fun of their fans.
Mhm.
Like, they did an episode on fan fiction.
Yep.
And it's just like, they were very confused.
I think I'm gonna stop that one there. I see a spoiler technically on there. Oh god. Yeah. All right. Yep.
I'll delete it since you saw it now.
Get that man off of my Discord.
Yep.
I learned about Kurna in D&D, Egyptian jackal people that always have twins. Would be interesting to see your take on any class. Let's just do it. So jackal? A jackal folk?
Yeah, so they were back when they were doing like a little they'll put out PDFs for every Magic the Gathering setting.
Okay.
Years. And this was Amonkhet, the Egyptian setting.
Yeah. Let me do it for you. I gotta get the long-nosed dog in here.
Oh.
Did you not get my Miss Piggy reference?
Not at first, no.
I'll have to go higher
You
next
said the
time.
long-nosed dog, and it's like, oh, supposedly.
I heard an interesting theory about why Christian angels are so weird.
Go for it.
The theory is that when trying to describe them, they didn't want their followers to associate them with pagan gods or like shamanistic animal spirits, things like that. And so they did their best to describe them in a way that could not be related to like nature.
Like a natural.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of a cool concept. I like that. Austin, hello. Amonkhet was the best. It did. Amonkhet had some really cool stuff.
Yeah, there was like I think they had like a Naga group, which were just snake people.
I think that also spawned the Feldegrift. At least they brought it back.
Maybe. I like that they put out like a series of like cleric domains for 4 different gods that were there, and it's like some were kind of just like slight variations on older domains, but there was like some pretty interesting ones.
Only 5 or 6 of the dozens of angels described in the Bible are eldritch variety. Most are just sexy glowing dudes. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Dave, you forgot to turn off your filter. Oh, sorry. Behold. I don't know if anybody has read. Oh no, what is it? They just made it into Good Omens. Good Omens was really good. The show did a good job. But I like their depiction of angels and demons in that one.
It's one I need to watch and or read.
Yeah, Crowley's and Aziraphale's relationship is just so funny.
Yeah. Where's your sword?
I didn't tell people they looked cold.
So, who's watched John Wick?
Yeah,
I have. We just mentioned that.
yeah. I've not seen any John Wicks. I really should though. Currently playing as one. The Yonti in my current party hates. Wait. You're currently playing a Naga. The Yonti in my party currently hates. I poison all my food. Oh, that you poison all. Okay. That bastard keeps stealing my rations, but I'm immune to poison. That's pretty funny. I like that.
It's a preservative.
Stop spitting on all your food. Keep trying to steal it. Oh, no.
I'm marking what's mine.
That's like kind of an interesting thing that, at least in Forgotten Realms, Nagas and Yuan-Ti actually hate each other in war.
Oh, yeah. I mean, can you imagine if Minotaurs actually existed and then another race was like, hey, check it out, we can turn ourselves into Minotaurs? I don't think the Minotaurs would be happy about it. I think they'd be very pissed off.
Yeah.
Like, this is our shtick.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the doppelgangers in the back are going, one of us, one of us.
Okay, what should we do with this jackal person? I want them to just be very tall. But maybe a robe? Oh, I just realized.
Determined Anasis.
Yeah. Anthropomancy. I love Gnosis. It's great.
And it's totally original. Did not copy from ancient Egypt's design.
Oh no, you thought that was intentional.
I don't know. Like Kim, Renekton, and Wukong. I was like, yeah, this is just Journey to the West in ancient Egypt.
I mean, they continued that with a few of them. Because they have a bird guy now, too.
Yep, yeah, they did. They kept up the theming.
Azir?
Yeah.
I never really saw him as a bird guy. Like, I guess his helmet looks bird-like, but I don't know. I just saw him more as a dude.
Yeah, no, he summons mummies. It's his whole shtick.
Little
My
sand
mod.
soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
Beefing on contemporary turfs, Nagas and Yanti. Level 1 Yanti broke his leg. Told him to slither it off. Kicked me in the tail. You don't need legs.
Legs are for those weird warm-blooded people.
I want to do like wraps. I think we need like a chest piece. Then we can do something like this. Is that from the D&D cartoon? What is that? That seems very familiar.
That's Thundercats.
That's Thundercats? Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't that Mummy Man?
Mumra.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Ever Living.
Right.
I don't think I ever actually watched Thundercats. Like, I've seen it. I've seen it, but I never had access to it. No cable.
It was on before Sailor Moon, so I watched it in Sailor Moon when I came home from school.
Funny.
Man, what a snap change.
Oh yeah, that was Tsunami back in my day.
TM says I should go Ranger so I can be called the Legolas. That's pretty funny.
Clever.
I hate this design. I'm gonna try again. I might just do it this way. That's better. I like that pose better. Good John Wick movie was good. People enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, yeah. The very end of it felt a little rushed, but everything up until the last, like, literally like 2-3 minutes, I loved.
Cool.
I mean, you're almost talking about a 3-hour movie too.
We want the extended cut.
Well, and yeah, I guess that was one of the criticisms that a lot of people, had, is some people said, oh, it was too long, and other people said, oh, it wasn't long enough.
Yeah, I mean, that was the whole thing with, like, the Snyder cut of Justice League. It should have been a TV show. It just should have been a TV show. It was really good as the cut they did. It could have been better had it had, 2-3 more episodes. So I think that's really the problem. It's just sometimes medium is too much, and movies getting longer is fine. I think that's totally fine. But also it just at some point, I'm not a big fan of movies that like end on something like a. How do I say this?
Cliffhanger.
Cliffhangers, yeah. I'm not a big fan of sequels, like direct sequels like that, where they like have to spend the first movie building up and then the second movie concluding things. It's like, just, I don't know. Make it a TV show.
I remember watching the extended true cut of The Abyss in theaters.
Okay.
And that was a 6-hour thing. What was it, 2 hours? There was an intermission, and then 2 hours and an intermission.
Funny.
Posted some jackal people for you.
Thank you. You don't like my jackal? Is that what you're saying?
Did I say that? You're assuming a lot of things. You're the person who always says you use references.
It's true. And I do think that armor is good. The weird, like, tummy armor.
So if hyenas are front-wheel drive, are jackals also front-wheel drive?
No. Jackals are little tiny ATVs.
So they're all-wheel drive?
Yep. They got them long, spindly legs.
So they're like cats.
They're essentially kind of like old world coyotes.
Yeah. Lightweight ATVs.
Yep.
So the heavyweight ATV would be the displacer beast?
I guess.
Which Anubis is not based on jackal.
No.
Everyone assumes so, but it's actually just a
I
black
mean-
wolf.
Yeah.
Really?
It was some
Yeah.
weird subspecies.
So
Huh.
Anubis getting associated with jackals didn't come into place until the Greeks,
Hmm.
and because jackals would hang around cemeteries to scavenge from the fresh graves, and so they were like, "Oh, they have this god who has like a dog head, so he must be a jackal." And the answer is no, he was actually a wolf, because he has basically a twin brother who's a white wolf. And this was described as having a wolf head.
I guess jackals aren't necessarily black, are they?
Mm-mm. They're quite sandy colored.
Yeah. Alright. What time is it? 12:30. I think I can keep going. How do y'all feel about the new D&D movie and owlbears becoming beasts in one D&D? I don't. Well, I mean, I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know yet. But I still want to see the movie. And owlbears should become a beast in one D&D. I mean, like they're
They used to be beasts.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Becoming
That's what I was-
beasts. Okay. Yeah, they're magical
Basically, it
beasts.
means where a
Yeah.
druid can shapeshift into them.
Gotcha.
Oh, that. Okay. Yeah. but
Hadn't
they-
thought about that.
Didn't they also completely rework how the druid fundamentally operates? with
did,
beast
yeah.
shape?
So the new druid, essentially, you have druid stats and you have beast stats, and so whatever shape you take doesn't matter because you just have those two states, which is
Yeah.
I think smart for ease of use, but you're gonna lose a lot of flavor, which can easily be remedied by, hey, I'm an owl. That means I can do blah. It's like, yeah, oh, it's all allow that. Like, it's gonna be a lot more up to your DM.
Well,
Yeah.
but
Would-
doesn't the shaped beast also not have whatever natural armor that it had?
Correct. It's based on your stats. It's just based
Yeah.
on your stats.
Yeah. So
Which-
there's like 3 stat blocks, one
So-
for
yeah, so
land
you get the
beasts,
worst of
water,
all.
and flying.
It also just shares
Yeah.
your hit points. There's
Mhm.
no longer any buffer from wild shape.
A wand-wielding penguin wearing a walrus skull as a hat.
Yeah, that seems like it's gonna get changed again.
Are walruses in Antarctica?
No, I thought they were in the Arctic.
I mean,
Unless
they,
they go to both.
they eat penguins. Oh, indestructible!
Walrus, you're
Hello,
thinking of
hello.
You're thinking of leopard seals.
Leopard seals? I mean, walruses not eat penguins?
No. far as I
Mm,
know.
maybe not Antarctic penguins. We should look that up. Hello, hello, welcome in. I think we just got. I don't know if we got raided or what, but hello. People that just jumped in.
Yeah,
Walruses eat clams, mollusks, worms, snails, softshell crabs, shrimp, and sea cucumbers.
Sea cucumbers.
And they only
And-
live in the Arctic, like North Atlantic, Arctic oceans.
And polar bears will eat young walruses.
Interesting. Well, I don't care. I'm gonna draw it. It's gonna be great. Welcome in,
They
everybody.
did not care.
Hello, hello.
I mean, they definitely don't like each other for sure.
Okay, SDM, welcome in as well. No problem. Thanks for hanging out, Bernie. Welcome in, everyone. I'm Rookzer0. We're doing the continuation of the viewer suggestion today. If people have things they would like to see drawn, you're welcome to put them on, like just suggest them, and we'll put them on the list. We usually just ask that they are one sentence in length, and tabletop RPG related. You just kind of came in a weird spot. We have a penguin folk druid, so we're about to do that. We were just drawing a jackal folk, which I can't remember the name of the jackal folk, but they exist. So there's that.
Oh god, I just literally googled them. Kentra?
Indestructible boy. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing today? Thank you for the raid. How is everything going? I'll give you a shout out there. Definitely go check them out. They're making some amazing game design choices, making some amazing game design documents that I think are going to be really cool. And yeah, welcome in, everybody. Yeah, once again, we are just we're doing viewer suggestions. So if you have a suggestion, feel free to put it in the chat, and I will add it to the list. I got to figure out how to draw a penguin with a walrus hat, which apparently is not kosher, and everyone's upset about because there's no walrus penguin relationships or interactions. So I don't care.
Elephant seals.
What do you mean? That penguin can't wear a walrus hat. Those two things don't go together. No more croc lizardmen only turning into amphibious and reptiles. Ancient bone keeper. Oh, in 1D&D, I mean, interesting. I don't know if I saw that.
I think that was one of their characters.
Ah, okay. I still, my favorite druid is the dinosaur druid. I think that's super fun. So I will always allow people to play dinosaur druids, even though it's OP as balls.
Yeah.
Swallow hole is a fun mechanic. We're gonna go a little stylized with this penguin. Basically, we're gonna do a penguin Aarakocra wearing a walrus head.
I figured you was just gonna go with Gunther.
Gunther's pretty good too, yeah. I mean, we could go very simplistic with the eyeballs. Unhexable, hello, hello, welcome in. How's everybody's day going?
When did the druid learn to turn into a T-Rex?
Yeah, right.
Oh, you see, the last time they found themselves in the demi-plane of dinosaurs.
Indestructible Boy, if you need to go hang out and relax after your stream, I totally get that. Otherwise, how was your stream? Did it end well? Figure anything out fun for your core classes? Okay, SDM, I hope you're doing well as well. I'm not sure if you came in with the raid or just hanging out. Either way, hello, welcome in. How's your day going? I might need a walrus skull. I'm making a lot of assumptions here. Bork, bork, bork. That's not what walruses sound like. What do walruses sound like? They just whoop.
Glad.
Right. They also have rounder teeth. No, they're not. They're not like saber-tooth tigers. Terranoids. That's pretty. It's going great. Hope all yours is too. What kind of drawing software do you use? I'm using Aggie right now. Normally I use Photoshop for a lot of my like illustrations and stuff, but today I'm using Aggie.io. It's a free online browser-based thing, and I do that because I let people jump in and draw with us. So if people would like to draw today, just let me know. I'll post a link in the Discord. People can come hang out and doodle for a bit. Let it be known that you have to be okay with me using your artwork on the YouTubes, because we are on YouTube. And I generally ask that people be 18 or older, just because then I don't have to worry about just using people who aren't 18's work, because I don't want to do that. So. Oh boy, that skull is way weirder than I thought it was. Oh boy. Okay, let's do that. We gotta get whatever this is in here.
Yeah, pretty terrifying.
I very much want to own a walrus skull now. Oh lordy.
It's kind of just funny because it's like you could see and it's like, yeah, that's totally a walrus skull.
Yeah.
There's like nothing else it could ever be.
Yeah, when they do those like bone challenges where you have to draw this, it's just like that's a walrus. That is 100% a walrus.
Not like say like a hippopotamus where it's like dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah, or a narwhal skull.
What am I looking at? What am I looking at? All right. Should we go cartoony penguin? Or should we actually like try to make this look like an Aarakocra? I gotta fix this. They don't have teeth up top, do they?
No. They just have those two
They just
big
have like
tusks.
grinding molars.
I could imagine shoulder pads out of these.
I'm gonna give him a big poofy coat.
I like to think the coat doesn't keep the penguin warm; it keeps it actually chilled.
Keeps it colder. Got ice packs in his pockets.
Yep.
Makes sense to me.
Like how those mascot costumes are.
Insulation works both ways. What was the class on this one? I've completely forgotten.
I thought it was just using a wand.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I don't really remember you reading Druid off.
No, the druid was what chat was talking about, the druid. So
Yeah.
I'm an ice wizard. What if it's a penguin that's just tired of ice? Maybe it uses fireballs all the time. Yes, bonfire nonstop.
Got tired of all the leopard seals picking them off, so it just starts carrying a bunch of lightning bolts.
Yep, that's the way to do it. Everybody out of the water. What would happen if you shot a lightning bolt wand into the ocean?
It depends if you're talking about it in the immediate area or not. 'Cause lightning does hit the ocean.
Yeah, does that kill fish though? Or do the fish not notice?
In a small enough area around it, yeah.
Hmm.
Because the electricity would dissipate fairly fast.
Because I think the salinity would also like affect the current, the
yes.
conductivity of it.
Salinity definitely does, but you don't have hyper salinity dense liquid near the surface.
This was a weird one, I'll say, to say the least. Like, I'm not gonna.
The
I'm not-
weirdest thing.
It's not the weirdest thing we've ever drawn for sure, but it's definitely. It's
Probably the
definitely.
weirdest one today.
Yeah, it's definitely on the silly meter. So let's try to get a. Let's do another one after this. I'll do this one pretty quick. I don't know much else to do with this because it is just a pengu. Wait.
Reminds me of Excalibur.
Ooh.
Exactly.
Don't need to know this. Yeah, this penguin's a killer. Exactly. Hello.
Penguins are kind of psychopaths.
They're a little weird.
They can be. Yeah.
We'll give him like a bandolier here. Maybe he's got like a pouch. Got a bag for all of his rocks.
Right, they also collect pebbles.
Who else were you thinking of collecting pebbles?
Well, I wasn't thinking of pebbles or rocks. I was thinking of clams, like razor clams, as like throwing knives.
I don't think penguins eat clams.
I think
Well, I
they're
mean-
primarily like bony fish.
Yeah. They definitely don't eat walruses, but this one might. Who knows?
And walruses definitely don't eat penguins.
You know, cartoon. No, I think you're right. It is leopard seals. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
I think Chili Willy might have had a walrus character. That might be why
Yeah.
my brain
Because
goes
the
there.
closest thing to like a walrus in Antarctica are southern elephant seals, which are massive.
Yeah, they're big. This penguin's seen too much.
Big
Okay,
small-
I'm gonna do the next one. Let's roll some dice. I feel like that dispersed way too fast. Let's do 12. D12. We're down to a D12. So if anybody has any suggestions, let me know. But we're gonna do this. Rolls of 3. A plasmoid draconic bloodline sorcerer who's created from a failed experiment. The Order King alchemist to create a way to add DNA of dragons. Interesting. So we have a draconic bloodline ooze. Sorcerer. I dig it. It's a cool idea. Should we put like a dragon skull inside of it? That could be kind of interesting. That could be kind of cool. Have you seen the inside of a penguin's mouth? Scary stuff. Yeah, no, they're creepy. I put mine in the community post, but I can say it again if you like. If you just posted it today, yeah, I haven't looked since the start of the stream. So if you want to put it on the list here, go for it. Otherwise,
Also,
yeah.
we don't save them after today.
Yeah, today's the last day for drawing them, and then next week I'll post a new one. So if it doesn't get drawn today, you can add it to the community post for next week on Monday. I'll probably do 2 or 3 more though, so. By the power of Dragon Skull.
I was kind of thinking of doing a god degrafted where it's like a dragon hand.
Ooh, that could be cool, yeah. I like that idea. Maybe the Dragon Skull's down here. Bear witness. I didn't see nothing.
Is it a dragon skull? Or is it a kobold skull that they think is a dragon skull?
Well, then it would be a kobold bloodline ooze.
My entire
I mean, they're still
life.
iconic.
No.
Yeah, that's true. It is still draconic.
My entire faith is a lie.
Female shifter, beast barbarian, the play on the Red Riding Hood. That's really cool, Hash Brown. I like that.
that Conan the Beast Tamer type thing.
Conan the Beast Tamer.
It's not really Conan,
Beastmaster?
but- Yeah, it's a type of Beastmaster, but
Well,
it was
there's
a
a
really
movie called Beastmaster.
schlocky.
There was a TV show.
Yeah, it was a really schlocky 70s, 80s film.
It was that Pulp Fiction-y style of fantasy, swords and
Yeah.
sandals. Had the guy who played Zed from Men in Black in it.
Mm-hmm. Rip Torn? I think that's his name.
I can't remember.
You're talking to Rip Torn. I don't know what to do. I kind of like that idea of the dragon skull on the head too. Maybe we'll do that. When in doubt, skull helmet. That's how I roll.
Like,
Oozes don't need eyeballs. They can't see stuff.
You're right. It is Rip Torn. He played Max. 2 A's.
The Beastmaster.
Cubo News.
Cubo News,
Oh,
yeah.
that's sad. Now that's sad.
I still think the Cubone should just be one Pokemon. Like, everyone's like, go check it out, it's a Cubone. It's like, no, that's just a Charizard, man.
I remember those ferrets.
Because, like, the Cubone story is very sad, but not if that's the natural order of the Pokemon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
It still makes it sad, even if it is natural.
well, no.
It's a perspective.
Yes.
If there are thousands and thousands and thousands of Cubones who all, through their natural life cycle, grow up, have a baby, and die, like, then that's normal.
I mean,
Feel
that's
sad.
natural.
Doesn't
But-
matter if it's
Well,
normal.
all
maybe
right.
sad for you. Sure.
Like,
Wouldn't be sad
I
for-
think it's sad when octopuses die
all right.
after they do
Yeah.
the deed.
But I feel like it devalues the story if there's more than one Cubone that happens to, you know? Like,
Mhm.
to where if there were Cubones that didn't have the skull and then there was one that did, like, that would be a really good story. But the fact that they all have it, it's just weird, and I feel like it's a strange. The story just doesn't make sense, with the way it's written, for the world that it's written in. I guess is a different way to say it.
I mean, Pokemon are being farmed for various components.
I guess a better thing to look at, like, I really like the Haunter being like a Chansey dream, whatever. I think that's interesting. But then they tell the story of, like, one Haunter that's, like, a Pokemon trainer that died, and it's like, that's really interesting too. Which one of those is the real thing? It doesn't make a lot of sense for them both to be different stories. It's also sad because it's cute. If you want some ugly thing, less people would care. That's absolutely the case, right? Like, the Pokedex probably aren't accurate. So who knows? But you're right. It doesn't make it less sad that it happened. But if there being more Cubones with the exact same stories makes it weirder to me. I'll put it that way. It makes it weird.
Yeah.
And so it's less that it makes the story less sad and more just like, why is that one specifically sad compared to all of the other ones that are having that happen to them? Why do all these Marowaks keep dying horribly? And then are they passing on the old skull or their new skull? Like, these are the questions I don't like.
With my generation.
This is first generation Pokemon. They may not have thought it was going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Maybe.
This is a sorcerer.
Yes.
So I don't need spell books. I just want more bones.
Could I have tattoos?
Good. We could put runes all over. Could be interesting.
I'd take the power
Cubos.
of these people by having tattoos of them all over my body.
Hashtag brain fried. I feel that. It is Friday, you know? It's okay to have your brain fried today. It's like, it's it. Once today's over, we can relax, let everything decompress. If you guys haven't checked out OKSDM stuff, by the way, I highly suggest it. I thought I figured out a way to get... Can I go through the button here? At one point, I'd figured out a way to, like, jump to people's YouTube channels.
You right click on her or to push the little buttons.
Oh, that's right. It's the hamburger. Thank you. Oh, boom. That did work. Thank you, Corvus.
I meant to say DOS instead of buttons, but it's like, you understood.
Yeah. Made my suggestion into the let me do it to you dog. That's good. And that was what I was thinking about. I hope you enjoy it. It was a fun sketch. Would this ooze be able to breathe fire, do you think? Or would it be able to, like... is it just like... Maybe... I guess there are dragons that have acid, so you could just have an acidic slime. You could also have fire ooze, though. That could be pretty interesting.
There is a gunpowder ooze in Pathfinder.
Yeah.
You could also have explosive acid.
I do like the different elemental chews in Legend of Zelda.
Gesundheit.
It's okay to have your brain fried. Thank you, Ashy Brown. Well, a little firebomb slime from the Slime Rancher. That could be fun too, yeah. I think that's the gunpowder one, right? If it touches fire, it blows up.
I think so. I think that's the one in Pathfinder.
Yeah. I gotta check my posture. Posture check.
Drink your water.
Drink your water.
Take a hike.
Cat scritches.
Did the Beastmaster movie have the ferrets, or was that a TV show thing?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think they were his first little companions.
Yeah, I believe so.
I mean, that show was on Saturday afternoons, I think, when I watched it.
Yeah.
And I vaguely remember, like, I remember almost nothing about it, but I remember at one point in time he had to, like, feed himself to 2 tigers to prove that he cared about them. And I was like, this is weird. This is weird.
Yeah.
And then he like reincarnated as a more powerful Beastmaster, and I was like,
Kind of jumped the shark there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember him pulling the ferrets out of small little satchels that he had on him. Like, where is he keeping these ferrets all the time? Oh,
Yeah, no, he's got a ferret bag.
Small little ferret bags.
Yep. Maybe his hand from the breeze acts like the Elden Ring boss. That's true. Yeah, that is what we were modeling it after. Was the big dragon hand. So it could definitely just shoot the dragon breath from there, and then everything else is just ooze based.
Yep.
Elden Ring doesn't make a whole lot of sense either, but I'm not going to stress on it.
Called magic.
Yeah.
Half the people in the game are demigods. They can do whatever they want.
That's true.
Oh, I'm kind of excited because I actually ordered the first 4 issues of God Slap as my birthday gift to myself.
You say God Slap?
Yep, it's
I
a
don't-
comic.
I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that. I don't know when your birthday is, but happy birthday. Is it today or is it soon?
The yesterday.
Yesterday. Well, happy late birthday.
Thank you.
What did I didn't do anything for my birthday yet. I was gonna order the Kirby game, and then I'm like, I'm just gonna wait. I'll get the new Breath of the Wild game. So I haven't done that yet either. So. One of these days.
These days.
Oh, I'm gonna do something really bad here. I'm gonna give this oozling a cape. Which is like the last thing any ooze creature should have. Like, I'm just
And they'll be very disappointed.
Just constantly soaking gross wetness. God,
Literally a
slap.
wet blanket.
Yep. Interesting. What's the comic about? It looks cyberpunky.
Yeah, I mean, kind of, I guess. So it's supposed to be, a reality about this person inherits this ability from somebody or something.
It's the ability to god slap people.
Essentially, yes, slap the life out of people.
Interesting.
And it's being protected by another person.
So instead of One Punch Man, it's One Slap Man.
Except it isn't, because there are lots of people that will get injured by the person wielding the god slap.
This is propaganda for the slap fighting contests, isn't it?
I don't think so. It could.
Could be.
You don't sound totally unconvinced.
I haven't read all of it, so I don't know. But it is an independent comic.
Yeah, you got me thinking of the game God Hand. Campy as hell, but all out funny. Sounds like Bleach. Yeah, it does sound a little bit like Bleach.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, let me know how it goes.
It's just a comic about Chad.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do one more. I think at least it's 1 o'clock. I should stand up and stretch for sure. Let me go refill my water glass, and then we'll be back, and we'll keep drawing. All right, everybody, hang tight. We're back. Getting a drink. Getting a drink of water.
Making toast.
There you That's where I first heard about it.
Oh, okay.
That was a good game.
I can't really talk about it because I haven't actually read it yet. But I was interested enough to actually buy the first 4 volumes. Oh.
That's fair.
I mean, the art looks amazing. Of the excerpts that I actually saw of it.
Heck yeah, orange cat. Do that. Okay. We're back. Oh, everybody just left. That's all right. Welcome back, everybody. Someone sing the elevator music. Is the music not playing? There we go. It was a nod to all those old side-scroller fighting games just in 3D. Totally over the top with characters. Interesting. Okay. Let's roll some dice. Let's roll some dice. That's the wrong die to roll. Hooded male bugbear gloomstalker assassin who collects vampire skulls as trophies. Okay. Okay. Do vampire skulls continue on after they're killed? I guess they should. Am I muted? No, we're good. Okay.
Nope, you're fine. Oh,
Nord, hello, hello.
Right.
Welcome in. Sorry about that, Inferno.
No, you're fine.
How did everybody's week go? Hope it went well.
Me. It was a week. Getting ready for end of first quarter.
Yep, it's coming up.
Yep. For a lot of people, this week is the last pay week of the quarter. Not for me.
Oh, what did you roll, Rick?
I rolled a 6. I'm drawing a bugbear gloomstalker that hunts vampires.
Nice.
It's a pretty good character.
I'm a vampire, not a vampire.
What did I watch? Oh my goodness. It had Jamie Foxx in it and Snoop Dogg. And they were vampire hunters. Shoot. They were vampire hunters in LA. Jump Rope sat me down and was like, let's watch this. And I'm like, what is this? I don't know what this is. And
Day shift.
Day Shift, yep, that was it. And I was just like, why are we watching a movie? We don't watch movies. Okay, let's watch this. And after like 10 minutes, I was just like, what is going on? It was really good. It was a good movie. Did not expect it because I went into it not knowing what the hell was going on. It was.
Well, had one of the Franco brothers in it.
Did it?
I guess it's from the Franco brothers. I could be wrong.
I'm not sure. Either way, it was pretty good.
Looks like them all.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Was it like a comedy or like a?
It was like an action comedy, yeah. It was. It made no goddamn sense. Don't get me wrong.
Oh.
But for what it was a good old time.
I mean, probably better than the vampire movie with James Woods in it.
James Woods was in a. Interesting.
Yeah, it's literally just called Vampires.
I have not seen that. He says he collects skulls, but really it's just a bag of ashes. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Like, most of the time when you kill a vampire, I thought they like poofed, but maybe that's just Buffy. You know, that's Buffy rules. I guess in what is it, Castlevania, they burn down to bones. So
Yeah.
maybe the bones stay around.
Sometimes they'll literally blow up due to a certain chain whip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For Castlevania.
Supposed to be another series or movie coming out, I think this year.
Nice. I gave this guy some big old meaty paws.
It's like he has the claws from Hades.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've recently rewatched the whole Castlevania storyline again, and noticed quite a bit of things that I initially didn't notice at the end. Made the story a little bit better.
For which one?
Castlevania.
Ah.
So I do hope that they continue on the series, but
I've liked a lot of the Witcher kind of secondary storylines that they've come up with. They had the TV show and they had a cartoon movie.
Yeah.
Those are really neat. I liked seeing those. So I wouldn't mind something like that for Castlevania too. Just like grabbing random characters and kind of showing us the world a little more.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of what the next series or movie, I'm not sure which one it is yet. It's like set during the French Revolution. It's like Trevor's descendant. Another Belmont.
Simon.
Maybe.
Maybe we get to see Simon.
yeah, maybe.
The Gloomstalkers are hard to draw for me. Because I always think of them as the way they were in the first Pathfinder. Just like giant-nosed shadow creatures. Like, what the hell is this? So now that it's a class, it's like, oh.
Yeah.
Megumi, hello, welcome in. Skyrim, I think the bodies stick around, right? They must, yeah. Especially for Skyrim, like, so you can loot them and stuff.
Yeah, I believe that they do.
I'm just gonna put the swords on his back. Two little short swords on his back. That's kind of funny. The only problem with Day Shift is I'm not sure if they were setting up for multiple movies or they just gave you a lot of exposition that didn't go anywhere. Like, I feel like it could have been a pretty cool TV show, but then they turned it into a movie. I also appreciate that they kept it very short. Like, they didn't... They gave you all this exposition. I'm like, oh man, they're going to try to cram a lot into this, and then they just didn't. And I was like, okay. Where's that going? What do we do with this information now?
Isn't there something about bringing gargoyles back?
Cartoon?
Yeah.
Interesting. That show got weird. Like,
Yeah, it did.
they got really exposition heavy with it. What if we put him on a boat where he just floats through, like, nothingness? It's like, what? Existential to a T. Castlevania show is one of my top 3 favorite shows of all time. Nice. The art style is really good. What has been drawn? A lot of stuff. Like, we're on layer 10 now, so you might want to jump back and take a look. We've done a couple different things. Considering how Arnold Schwarzenegger's character hit from the Predator, would he be a Gloomstalker or a Ranger? That's an interesting question. Yeah, Ranger would make sense, wouldn't it? He'd set up lots of traps. Fought his way through the jungle. I never liked any of the main plot lines. Oh, for Castlevania? Or Skyrim? I just watched the new, I say new, I don't know when that came out. It was like a year or two ago. The Prey movie. The Predator movie. That was really cool. I like that. I started watching it and I was like, oh no, it's been so long and I don't remember what happened in Predator 2. Doesn't matter. It's like, great. Perfect. I think Danny Glover was in Predator 2. One of these days we'll get Predator vs. Batman.
Oh, this is what it was. It was a comic that they made.
What was?
The new gargoyles.
Oh, cool.
Called the... What is it? Dynamite Entertainment's new gargoyle.
Wasn't the voice actor of Xanatos, the main bag, I think his name was Xanatos, that sounds right. That was, Riker, wasn't it? Shoot, what's his name? Man, I can remember the name of the villain, but I can't remember the name of the actors. That's sad. Skyland Providence, okay, cool. Canuck Ooze looks amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Megumi. I appreciate that. I'm glad you went back and checked because I kind of forgot that I'd drawn that already. My brain is shutting off for the day. Those of you hanging out, I will post all of these in the Discord and draw later. So if I did draw something you liked or I drew one of your suggestions, you're welcome to use those for your character sheets or Show it to your party members in your home games. Do you think a bugbear can become a vampire? I guess he probably wouldn't have too many scars if he's covered in fur. Man, that's a cool hand, but I drew it in a weird place. Continue the oozes of every class. I did redraw my bugbear bugbear art from the video, and I made a coloring page out of it that is available to all Patreon members and Discord subscribers. So if you'd like to color that, very welcome to. I'd love to see what people do with it. I'll probably release it for free here in the coming weeks so that I can get some people to color them, because I would love that. If you're interested in coloring one of these pages, let me know. Probably gonna call it right here on this guy. We'll do one more drawing and then we'll call it for the day. I don't want to spend too much time, but this guy's got some pretty good detail in him. Pretty happy with it. Warlock Poppet, spreading its bad juju. All right. We can draw a Poppet. We can draw a Poppet. I realize now that all of these drawings have been done on the left side of the screen. Because we don't have a druid or anybody with us today. So I probably could have been drawing over here the whole time. What kind of poppet should we use for the base?
Animal.
Like a teddy bear? Or like a dead cat? I like the idea of a skull. That could be cool, like a cat skull. Or a possum skull.
Oh yeah, possum. Just hiss at everybody.
Let me grab some more chippies. 'Cause I need them. Anybody have cool plans for the weekend? Probably gonna barbecue tomorrow.
Ooh. Hopefully warm weather tomorrow.
Yeah, it might be raining here, but I'll make it work.
So long as it's light rain, you can easily barbecue.
Yeah. I feel like I've turned this into a weird rat skull. Or a rabbit. Warlock, eh? Warlock Poppet. What do we think? Tattoos? Stitching? This thing is terrifying. I don't know what I've done, but it's getting weird. I've been playing a Poppet in Pathfinder 2nd Edition for the last few weeks. And we've yet to run into anybody who's been freaked out by the fact that there's just a walking, talking puppet chilling around. I haven't brought it up. But I think I would be a little spooked. What the hell is that? We do have a list of oozes going on. Seems perfectly normal to me. And it's not like the Blair Witch into a wall or anything, I assume. That's true. That's true. What's my character's name? Constable McMurder Stuffins, I think? Something like that. McMurder Fluff. He is a constable, so maybe that's why people give him the benefit of a doubt. Seems like he's just trying to help people. Yep, murder floof. Just sounds cute except for the word murder. Yep. Yep. That is the intent. I want him to help people, but I want him to be like highly intimidating. Just like creepy. Creepy as all get out. What a cute little toy. I am the knight. Looks like a kid trying to be scary. Yeah. What's the Lilo and Stitch doll name? Can't remember. Got a swollen head because a spider laid eggs in it.
Got a swollen head because the slot decided to. He really liked me.
Scrump. What if the Donnie Darko buddy was a small child's toy? I think I said buddy, but I meant bunny. Give him a little tail poof. made this belt that small, but like that would be a tiny belt. I think I'm gonna make it like an actual belt-size belt.
Need more belt buckle.
I guess you could have like a a tiny strap. It would have a tiny belt buckle. I have some of those, like for a bag or something. There we go. Yeah, that's a good poppet. Tiny. What should we put on here? Maybe a dagger. He's just got like a big old, got like a small boot knife, but strapped to his back. I'm your nightmare. Yeah, there you go. All right. I think that's about it. I think that's probably a good place to call it. It's about 1:30. Call it here for the day. Thanks for everybody that hanged out. Thanks for everybody that suggested things. We have a new video out. That is the Kitsune video. We have some new shorts. I'm going to try to be putting some shorts out a little bit later. I will post a new viewer suggestion. So if your suggestions didn't get drawn this week, you can post them again on Monday. We'll try to draw them next week. Other than that, I don't have much else going on. Patreon members are up. Oh, the coloring pages for the Patreon members are up. As well as I've added that to the Discord. So if you become a subscriber on the Discord, you'll get access to all of the Patreon stuff. So you don't have to go through Patreon. And that will be including like a lot of the old artwork for the videos and things like that. But yeah, other than that, I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Hope everybody has some fun things planned. Get to relax a little bit from work. And that's it. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep your dice on the table. Let's see if there's anybody around for a raid. And, we'll catch you next time. No, doesn't look like it. Okie dokie. Thanks, everyone. Stay happy, stay healthy again. We'll catch you next time. Bye.